Hello, this is Sebastian Griffin, Day Kian Guan. I do not want to do a public lecture here, but no choice. I do not have the contact number of my children's mother. I'm not sure whether they are my real children or not. Now, if they are not my real children, then I'm just ignore this video. If they are my real children's, then there is a huge question how they become my children's. I do not know their mother at all. Uh, as per my previous video, whether it's Tei Yu Tong or my little ancestor, I have no idea who is their mother. And as for Carrot Top, I really do not know her. I do not know her personally, never dating before. I do not even have her phone number, even up right to now. Up to now, so I do not know what's going on. Whether she is really my children's mother, or the children is not the son. Her son does not relate to me. If her son is not related to me, and of course I do not know her, then then forget about it. I really do not know this girl, and I do not prefer Malaysians. Now today, come back to today. I have to make myself clear. I do not accept Malaysians, especially those grown up in Malaysians. Because if you grown up in Malaysia, you will have the mentality and influenced by the environment, which I do not prefer. So I would not accept Malaysians, not only holding those that hold Malaysia citizenship, but also those that grown up in Malaysia. I would not accept them. The second is I will not accept anyone who hold Dato or any Malaysia honorific titles. Now, I'm not stopping anyone to receive the honorific titles, or neither do I restrict, or I do not have the power to restrict. It is a prerogative of the Malaysian monarch to grant honorific title. That is up to them. But myself personally, I would not accept any honorific titles originate from Malaysia. The reason being is because it is under Malaysia Federal Constitution's Article 153, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, or the Malaysia monarch. The Yang di-Pertuan Agong in Malaysia, in the English term, is called paramount ruler. Now, this paramount ruler, or the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, have the responsibility toward the Malay the Malay community. But to me, which is a racist in terms of executing the law, which is Article 153. Now, although it is not toward the extent of NEP. NEP is definitely beyond the empowerment of law, beyond Article 153. But Article 153 itself is also a form of racial discriminations, which I do not agree. So in view of that, in light of that, I would not accept any honorific title coming from the Malaysia, whether it's the Malaysian monarch or the Yang di-Pertuan Negeri, because I notice certain state without the ruler, without the monarch, they also grant honorific title, such as Malacca and Penang, as well as Sabah and Sarawak. So I will not accept. For Sabah Sarawak, still okay lah. For Sabah Sarawak, I'm still okay with Sabah Sarawak, but not the Malaya, not those that coming from Malaya. And I also want to state that the reason why I do not accept Malaysian is because the causes that I advocating are very sensitive, and I do not want Malaysians, because Malaysian it become a risk to me when there is a huge possibility that are being bribed, they are being corrupted by certain certain groups, so it might not be favorable. It might not be safe for me to accept any girls any girls that is from Malaysia. I would not accept girls from Malaysia. In fact, I do not accept any girls from ASEAN. ASEAN means this region, ASEAN. I would not accept girls from ASEAN. I will most probably go for those from the Europe or for North America. And as for those my children's mother, I will need to talk to them and to see how to settle down and how to arrange the best for my children. I really do not know, because you cannot force me accept somebody that I do not know at all. It's not that I have previously I have now if in the event I previously have a relationship with them, and then I know them well, I dating them before, then it become my responsibility whether I still have any feeling for the children's mother or not. The children is my responsibility, but in this case I do not even know the mother. I do not even know the mother. I don't really meet them, don't really talk to them, never dating them before, and they already somehow got my children. Then there is a huge question mark how they got my children, whether I was being raped or what. So that it become a questions, and definitely I cannot accept the mothers. And also I have a few criteria. As I mentioned, I do not accept girls from Malaysia, grown up in Malaysia, those that hold Malaysia citizenship. I do not accept I also do not accept dark skinned girls. Dark skinned girls means those like Indian, African, those dark skinned girls. Because I do not want to be discriminated. Now there is no problem with the dark skinned people. They simply have more pigment. That's all. They are not anything inferior. But the problem here is the society, the society. I will call it the stigma or society stereotype. Discriminate those dark-skinned people, so that it become a problem. I do not want to defend my children which is darker skin, so I would not accept any Indian or African or anyone with darker skin. There is no problem with them. It's just that I do not want to be discriminated upon. Even Chinese, like I'm a Chinese ethnic. I'm a Chinese ethnic. Chinese ethnic also being discriminated upon. Everywhere I go, I will face some form of discriminations. So even that myself is being discriminated, and I notice the darker skinned people are even worse. They are being even those African those African and those dark skinned people, they are facing even severe discrimination, which I do not want to entangle myself with. But culturally I do not have problem with them. Definitely I will not discriminate them when work with them, business partner or anything else. So that is me. Now for Austronesian is not only dark skin. Austronesian include the Malay. They also have problem where they do not have any civilizations of themselves, and also they never invent anything throughout the existence of humanity. They have never come up with anything, no invention at all. So there is a question whether are they equal as an equal standing in terms of intelligence with the rest of the human species or not. So that I do not want to take risks. And we know I do not want to talk about Austronesian. It's a huge topic. Austronesian originated from Taiwan. They are the aborigine of Taiwan. Consists about if I'm not mistaken, it's about 14 or 13 tribe or 13 sub-ethnic. So this Austronesian, they actually spread out. They spread southwards to Philippines, and then from Philippines they move eastward, where they become a Polynesia. Polynesia actually come from Philippines, and then Polynesians, and then from westward they move to Indonesia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore, and all that region, all the way to Madagascar. So that is Austronesian. I would not accept them because of lack of evidence that they have any breakthrough in terms of science or cultural, any cultural development at all, culture, science, and everything. So on that ground, I do not want to take risks. That is there is a risk in terms of there is more a genetic risk for in terms of intelligence and all that. But for African and for African and Indian, all that, they have no problem. In fact, they are quite smart. I find some of them are quite smart, and historically, Indian civilizations are actually even earlier than Chinese. So there is definitely no doubt about their intelligence. Indian are incredibly smart people. Even until now, most of the tech company, their CEO or their high-ranking top this top officer, I would call that a top management, are Indians. So Indian definitely not a problem. It's only the skin problem, the color scheme. I do not want to be discriminated upon. So that's why I would not accept any darker skin people. So that is me. So no, and also no Muslim. I will not accept Muslim. Those who professes in the religion of Islam, I will not accept them. I will not accept is. I will not accept Muslim, those that professes in the religion of Islam. I will not accept uh, Malay, those or Austronesian, I'll call that, including Filipinos and all that, Polynesians, along that those that consider Austronesians, which include Polynesia, Micronesia, this Melanesia. All these are including as part of the Austronesians diaspora. So Austronesian, I will not accept them. Dark skinned people, I will not accept. Basically, all the people from ASEAN, I will not accept them. And Malaysia also, I will not accept them because of the politics, the political issues, the politics causes they are advocating. So I will not accept the Malaysians. So that is me. So other than that, I am okay with those from Far East, and it is not safe for me to talk about personal relationship right now because I'm in a very precarious situations. In a precarious situation in a way that I'm succumb to attack all the time. But anyway, if so happen that Carol's and Yu Tong's mothers and all that, it so happen that if their child is indeed my children's, then I will sit down with them and talk about how to provide the best environment for my children to thrive. Now, the reason being for me to still accept these children's is because I do have relationship. I do have very strong and very good relationship with these children. So that is the basis I will accept them. Now for those children that I never met before, I will probably not accept them. Whether they are mine or not, I will not accept them. But for Yu Tong, for my little ancestor, I do have a very good relationship with them. I will accept them based on the relationship, not based on, of course, based on the relationship and as well as the phenotype, because the biologically linked, the blood type, I would say. So, but I will definitely not accept their mothers. To the extent marry them, I will definitely not marry their mother. The most that I can accept is that to accept them as a partner, to take care of, to cooperate with them in order to provide the best for my children. Now, as to whether they want to marry or they want to have affair with others, not affair lah, but because I do not really know them, I will not restrict them. So if they have partners of their own other than me, they may go ahead lah. Definitely, I would not. I have nothing to do with that. That is their freedom. So I have to state myself very clear the situation, and I also now I do not stop my spouse from involving in politics, but of course I do not also accept my girlfriend or my potential spouse from having a very conflicting or a very contrasting political belief than myself. So that is me lah, basically. I have to state this very clear, and in order to avoid any misunderstanding. So that is me. I hope my message is clear. Thank you.